Morvin. I used to be a student here actually. 8 years ago, I graduated from shipping operations and services. So just now when I was walking down, I remembered about CD and everything, the food and all. Good memories. I really miss this place so much. I'm 27 this year. I run a company called Crush Media Network. Actually, I started it when I was in IT itself, before IT actually, and I grew the company. I can hope you guys love my story. I'll share a bit about how I started and how I built what I built today. My story started to be, I think, when I was 17 years old. So growing up my whole life, I was actually 140 kg, very, very big size boy. So actually when I was about to take my O-levels, I suffered a mini heart attack actually. Yeah, like before my O-level exams. So during that time I thought to myself, why not I just lose weight and try my best. So what I did was I went the complete extreme. I actually went from 140 kg to 70 kg in 5 months. I only ate one egg and one apple every single day. So I actually started to starve myself. So I became a bone. So when I started to get the wake-up call, was somewhere around 5 months, because I'm a big Man United fan. I hope anyone here. So I love to play football. I love to play. So big size, I can push people off the ball. I can be a bit rough with them. But this time, people pushed me off the ball. So I couldn't be myself. I couldn't play football like how I used to and stuff like that. So that's when I started to tell myself that, hey, I have to learn the right way to do fitness. Like, how do I do it? And I started to read up a lot of blogs, a lot of sites and everything. And fast forward about 1-2 months. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so fast forward about 1-2 months into my that journey, I started to share everything I learned online on social media. So I started with 0 followers. And then about 2 to 3 months into sharing my journey, I started a page called Big to Beast Fitness, no more there already, closed down. So I posted, and then one of the posts got super viral. Actually, it reached about 2 million people, and then the page exploded from like 200 followers to 40,000 followers. And at that point, 17 years old, my goal was to be an influencer, just like everyone else. So I started to read up a lot on blogs and all, like, how do I grow my page? And then this is literally how my whole career started. I Googled search how to grow an Instagram page. And I read blogs, and then I stumbled onto the term marketing. That's okay. I'll just go ahead. So my turning point all came because of weight loss. So actually when I started my journey at 3 million and all that, so it became a huge turning point in my life, because after I learned this, my brother was the one who told me that, hey, why not you start, digital marketing is a big thing now. This is 10 years ago. So my brother was like, why not you try sharing all this and going out to help people? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? So I went to YouTube, I learned courses and everything all by myself. No help, nothing. And one day I stumbled onto a video, and then they say, oh, you can actually charge people for money for this. So I was like, oh, okay, I can earn some money. So I come from a very, very poor background, by the way, super poor. I'm single mom also, so very, very poor family. So anything I had to do to make money back then, even when I was in ITE, I was juggling between 2 and 3 jobs, actually, events and all on the side. So I started my journey, and then my brother was the one who made me start. I went door knocking, literally. So you can imagine an 18 years old boy going around to all the businesses in wherever you get think of Bugis, everything. I literally door knock at every single one of this business, over 100 over business, and every single one of them rejected me. Then I was this 18-year-old boy, and I went up to them saying that I want to charge you $500 or like $10,000. They will reject me. So I was very, very fortunate, because after 100 rejections, I got very depressed. I was like, oh, maybe this is not for me. I should give up. Time to go back home. Time to continue on with my career and all that. So I was very blessed, because one cafe decided to contact me 2 weeks later. And then he was like, hey bro, I can give you a deal, but I can only pay you $200 or $300 per month to manage their entire social media. And I said yes, because I needed it. I needed that win for myself. So when I took it, I had zero idea how tough business was because I had zero business experience. Very, very tough, very, very tough. So I remember when I took it on, I was thinking to myself, like, how do I help this brand? Because everything I learned is from YouTube, and these are like American channels, so they have zero context on how Singapore works. So I had to figure it all myself. So I started with that one cafe, grew the company very, very rapidly over the next 2-3 years. So during this time, I actually left IT, so around 2018, 2019. I grew the company super, super rapidly. And then we were working with brands like SIA, Manulife, and all this. I even used to do Skills Future training. I was one of the youngest Skills Future trainer in Singapore. So at 18 years old, I used to stand in front of crowds and teach people how to do digital marketing. Super scary. So yeah, I mean, fast forward to today, right? I started my business around 2019, like really officially. We grew the business. But I think another turning point in my life came was COVID. Because no one predicted COVID was going to come. Next. Yeah, so during COVID, I had very, very big clients like SIA. I had 24 staff at that point, and all of them left within 2 months. Yeah, it was very, very brutal on me. So I went from earning good money to completely $0 in the span of 2 months. And it was very difficult, but I remember during that time, the only thing that stuck to my brain, in my head, was my grandma's words, which is make every cent count. So my grandma taught me that since day one, from a very young age. So she said, like, make every cent count. So I had a lot of savings because every time I did work, I save money. And then, I actually, maybe I can add a bit more. I know I already have 8 minutes. I actually started an import-export company selling chickens in Singapore. So, so that was actually another very high point of my business as well. So I was doing digital marketing and I was selling chickens. So at one point, 21 or 22 years old, people used to call me the chicken man. Yeah, so it was quite fun. I learned a lot through, because I get to travel the world. I got to travel to Brazil, Argentina, and get to visit like very, very big factories and all that, just to learn about business, help them with marketing and all that. So, next slide if I can't do this. So yeah, I think what really, really helped me over these few years was, I think one thing that I completely did that helped me and my team for sure was we never backed down, because we always believed that no matter how saturated the market gets, like for example now, right, everyone is in social media, everyone wants to be the next content guy. For us, we always believe that the best way to connect with the audience is always to be with the audience. Think like the audience, don't think like you're a brand trying to market to them. And for myself also, I think it took me 8 years. I know we put that 10, but honestly it's 8 years before I saw my first ever salary. So I worked every day, 18 hours, 20 hours, 24 hours, barely slept. So after 8 years into my journey, basically 2 years ago was the first time ever I brought home money, like properly money. So I think one thing that I learned from this whole journey is the patience level, and also having a very open conversation with my parents also. I think that's something that changed my life, because 2 years ago, my mom actually told me to give it up because I'm not earning money, like it's not so much money. So I think it's good to have those type of conversations. And I think we missed one. Yeah. So and my team, my whole strategy right now, I mean, in terms in life also, not just my team also, is that I always work for people. Like I never work for myself. I always say that, and I think this is something maybe Alex Ferguson or someone said before, is that always fight for the logo in front, not for the name in the back, something like that. And I always believe in that since day one, because that's how you help to build and you actually care about people. Because I think now what's missing in the business world is kindness and empathy. Everyone wants to be the Steve Jobs, like very strict to their people. And I think that's what's missing in this industry right now, the kindness and empathy portion. And that's something I hope I can do with my team and my boss. So currently this week, I have 40 employees in total, 8 offices across Southeast Asia, and in Singapore we have 15 full-time employees, expanding now as of today. Yes, so I guess I exceeded by it. Yeah, so I guess before I leave, my only parting message will be that everything you do in life is just take it 80-20, honestly. There's 80% follow your heart, do it your best, but 20% always take that risk in life, because you just never know. Like my whole life changed when I started doing chickens, right? Who would have expected me to do that? So I guess that's one key message if you guys want to leave from this room, is always have the 80-20. And also, I think like what my grandma said, like try to save money, especially now, this world is changing super rapidly. Always have that mindset of saving every single dollar. And yeah, I guess thank you all again for having me. I know it's a very short, hopefully not too long, I exceeded my time, but very happy for you guys to have me here. And yeah, I hope to see you all again very soon. Thank you.